Hi everyone, it's Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com and here with your free college football video pick for Saturday, October 2nd, 2010. And, gonna keep fighting the good fight with the videos. Had a decent week last week. Didn't win that Auburn game against South Carolina. Getting a lot of emails and a lot of comments about one pick. I guess I guess we just don't get a lot of Auburn fans that actually come to the site on a regular basis, or that can't click on the link on YouTube to get to the site, because I think they think that I just pick one game a year, and I picked against Auburn, or something, because that's the sound of that's the tone of the messages and the emails that I get. It's actually pretty comical, and for the most part they've been pretty civil, but you have a few bad apples in every bunch, but we don't let that bother us. We're way past it at this point. Of course, the last couple days to sign up for SportsChatPlace.com Premium Edition at the introductory pricing. Of course, the Premium Edition is going to go on and on. It's just you'll never see prices this low again. And to find out about that, if you're watching on YouTube, just click on the link in the description where it says SportsChatPlace.com Premium Edition. Or if you're watching this on Sports Chat Place, you just click on the tab in the main menu bar that says Premium Site. It has a description of what the Premium Site is all about what the introductory pricing is and what it means and how much money it's going to save you, which is a lot over time, and all that good stuff. So be sure to check it out and take advantage of that offer. But a few things going on with the premium section. I'm going to have some more announcements going on about what it's going to include. We're going to start enhancing the premium section as well. I'm going to be doing regular daily content as well in the premium section, as well as my as well as what I have been contributing. But we're still going to have the picks from all of the world-class handicappers each and every day. I'm also just going to add at least a pick in there each and every day as well. So just to enhance things, and the pick might be for that day, or it might be an upcoming game, depending on what I see and what the schedule looks like, and we'll just see how it goes, and you guys of course will let me know how it's going, and that's what I usually go by, whatever feedback I hear and what you guys want to see. But one thing I want to see is this college football game on Saturday between the Alabama Crimson Tide hosting the Florida Gators. Holy cow, rematch of the last two SEC championships games. And you know what? This thing could be a preview of this year's SEC championship game. Hardly getting billed as that, really mostly getting billed as the rematch, but it really could be a preview as well. The Gators really quietly, in at number 7 in most of the polls. Bama, of course, number 1 in the country unanimously. The defending national champions haven't lost in quite some time since that smackdown against Utah in the Sugar Bowl a couple years ago. And they had a little bit of a scare last week at Arkansas, but as good football teams do, they showed who was the better football team. They overcame it. They made some mistakes. They were beating themselves, for a lot of it, except for that opening drive where Arkansas really shredded them. Just a lot of momentum and a lot of energy into that thing. And like the good teams do, like the great teams do, like this Tide team that has a chance to be back-to-back national champions, undefeated national champions, really would be something. They came back and they did it, and boy, the Heisman Trophy winner, from last year, certainly making a case for this year's Heisman Trophy already, even though he missed a couple of games. Julio Jones, you got Mays, you got, Hanks, it just goes on and on, McElroy, it just keeps going, plus that killer defense. Now they're up against the Florida Gators. Really not a lot being said about the Gators this year. John Brantley replacing Superman, Tim Tebow at quarterback. You got Demps at running back. Emmanuel Moody, more of like a more of a straight-ahead guy, kind of a bruiser between the tackles. Deontay Thompson, wide receiver. Put it this way. Florida also has the top recruiting class each and every year. They're loaded with talent. They had a guy last week, comes in, scores 6 touchdowns, was hardly getting any press whatsoever. So that's how loaded this team is. They even have guys who are no longer with the team that they're not even feeling it. Janoris Jenkins, one of the premier cornerbacks in all of college football. I'd say, you get him and maybe Patrick Peterson from over at LSU, and as good as most NFL tandems, with those two guys. But Florida really underestimated, really flying under the radar, getting 9.5 points in this thing. When Alabama stepped it up against Arkansas, they didn't cover the spread. Florida, they stepped it up not quite as much, but they stepped it up, at Tennessee, had in a game that was a push, but they started slow, but they're getting better and better and better because they have more talent in there. You know, I got to say that I'm leaning towards the Florida Gators in this one. I'm going to take the 9.5 points with the Florida Gators. Tough for me, of course, to always root for Florida as a fan of as being from Miami. But, you know, as far as, you know, for this sort of situation where we got 9.5 points, my pick in this game, Florida Gators plus 9.5. This is Mitch from SportsChatPlace.com. Thanks for joining me. Be sure to check out all of our sports picks, write-ups, and action at SportsChatPlace.com. Be sure to sign up for SportsChatPlace.com Premium Edition. Last couple days of the introductory pricing. If you're watching this later in the week, well, sorry you missed it, and still a great value at the regular price. Tremendous value. So this is Mitch. Thanks for joining me, and have a great day.